I am back again with more of the top 25 best free and paid Galaxy Watch faces for your Galaxy Watch Ultra and Wear OS devices. And we're going to start off with a fan favorite. It's S4U. This is the S4U Royale. It'll not only look great on the Galaxy Watch Ultra, but also the Galaxy Watch 8 and the Galaxy Watch 8 Classic. It's a relatively new, realistic hybrid watch face, absolute top-notch quality as always. Comes with several different color options, a really nice always on display, and plenty of information including your steps, battery, weather, and more. And of course, this is a hybrid watch face, so you do get your time in both analog and digital. Links in the description if you want to grab it for yourself, where you'll find our next watch face, the Oogly Skyline. This is a proper smartwatch face. It'll look good on whatever watch you have. In fact, let me know in the comment section which smartwatch you own. I want to see which one's the most popular. Also, please do subscribe and help me hit that 40,000 mark. I know it's ambitious, but I think you guys can get me there. Anyway, this watch face is really vibrant. It's got tons of information and it's highly customizable. It's also really easy to read at a quick glance and got some really unique complications like the weather section. If you want a future-proof watch face that'll look great on any smartwatch in the future, it's a really safe pick. It is paid, but our next watch face is actually a free one. This is a JW270 retro watch face. Kind of mimics a classic Casio style watch face, and you do get a decent amount of information on it, like your steps, battery, heart rate, and of course your date and time. And just quickly, I don't think I've ever actually had a video reach over 2,000 likes, so I'm going to make that the like target today. Anyway, important note with these free watch faces, they often don't stay free, so do bear that in mind. Anyway, really great freebie to have in your library, but do check out this next one. It's the Ultra Digital Retro face. It's kind of similar to the last one, but much better quality, and you do get a little bit more information like your temperature, moon phases, and a few other bits. It also has a unique action. If you tap at the bottom of the watch face, it'll turn off and on the illuminated display. It also comes with several different color options, so you can switch up the colors to match your watch strap. Really great one if you like those retro digital watch faces. But now let's check out another classic analog style watch face. This is the Oogly Novus Lunar. Absolutely stunning watch face, and I say it's classic, but it's actually got quite a modern feel about it. Really thoughtfully designed. You've got real moon phases, reminders, and it does actually have the time in digital format at the bottom as well. Now this one is highly customizable. Not only do you get a great selection of color options, but you also get the option to change the style of the hands and rings. And I have to say, this is one of the few watch faces where I actually really like every single color option. It's definitely a favorite from this episode, but there's plenty more great watch faces to come, including the JW270 SILVER. It's another classic, more traditional watch face with some really nice subtle modern elements. It's got a minimalist kind of feel about it, and actually it looks pretty realistic as well, especially the white version, which brings me nicely onto the color options. Now, they certainly might not be for everyone, but I think they are really nice to have either way. But you also get a lot of individual elements to customize. There's a few styles to switch through to really change up the watch face, effectively making it several different watch faces in one. Again, links are all in the description if you need to find them for yourself, where you'll find our next free watch face, the Digital Watch Face Sport. Completely different look, definitely more stylized, but has some really good 3D elements to it as well to make it pop. Do remember, with these free watch faces, they don't always stay free, so they may not be free at the time you're watching this video. Anyway, what's great about this one is that it comes with quite a few different color options to try out. Not something you tend to get with free watch faces, and on top of that, you actually get quite a lot of information like your calories, heart rate, steps, and more. Great free digital watch face, but if you do like your digital watch faces, this next one's definitely worth a try as well. It's the Oogly Commando. Now, it's a more stylized digital watch face, but it's still got an element of realism to it, and I just want to say, it truly does look like an original design. Oogly are really good at making watch faces like that. In terms of information, you get a little bit of everything: your battery, steps, goals, reminders, weather, temperature, and more. You also get an awesome suite of color and style options. Again, something else Oogly does really well every time. You're essentially getting several watch faces in one again with this one. It does come with an always on display option, which looks amazing in my opinion, and if you liked it that much, you can even set this permanently as your main watch face. There's a few other color options to match the AOD display as well. It is paid, but well worth the money in my opinion. But if you wanted another free one, check out this one. It's the retro analog watch face. Perfect blend of modern and classic, and it's got that kind of nothing phone look, and let's be honest, it's pretty hard not to love it. Very basic, very minimal, but it does come with some color options, which is always nice to have in a free watch face. Again, you do also get a few complications like your steps and battery life, and then of course your date and time, which is always appreciated. Really simple freebie to add to your library. This next watch face has a little bit more going on though. It's the ML2U221. ONE. It's a very busy digital watch face with some subtle hints of more traditional architecture. It's got some excellent depth for a little bit of added realism and pop, something you don't always see on digital watch faces. And then you've got all this information like your steps, your battery life, weather, calories, and much more. You also get a really great suite of color options with this one, but I do really like the black version. Links down below again for this one, where you'll find another freebie. The S4U RC ONE basic watch face is probably one of the better free watch faces that you can get out there, and it really does give you a taste of S4U's quality we all know and love. Despite it being free, you do get a couple of customization options, not the usual color and style selection, but a taste of what you can do if you do decide to pay for one in the future. You also get a good selection of complications like your battery life, steps, and heart rate, and finally a very cool always on display option. Really great free watch face. But let's check out a more complex one again. This is the Ballozi TREUN hybrid analog. Ballozi is another developer we see often appearing on the channel. They've got their own kind of unique style, and this watch face is one of my favorites from their collection, but above all else, it's really nicely laid out. You've got your steps and heart rate and these really nice modern windows that are really easy to read on the right, and then you've got things like your battery life in some of the more traditional dials. There's also a few customization options that are a little bit more subtle than some of the other watch faces we featured, but definitely nice to have. And I have to say, I really do like the default watch face as well. Anyway, next up, the RIBBONCRAFT art watch face. This is not my usual cup of tea at all, but you can't deny it's very unique, and often I find when I feature these wildcard watch faces, you guys really tend to like them. So let me know what you think of this one. It's got a carved wood effect, and it's actually quite an intricate design. It's nicely layered and has a bit of realism to it, and then the complications are what's really impressive. The way your steps and heart rate and date are all added into the design is very satisfying. You do get some customization options with this. I particularly like the wave background. So much time has gone into this one, so great job to the developer. And we will quickly just take a look at one of their other designs. This is the DUSTWORN vintage watch face. Weirdly, the art style kind of reminds me of the Mines of Moria secret door from Lord of the Rings, but nerdy things aside, the complications are just so well integrated into the design again. And I have to point out that dynamic day to night scene in the center. It's a really cool addition. Aside from lots of complications, it's also got a brilliant always on display option. Definitely worth a look in my opinion. But next, I'm pushing the boat out again, and we're going for a more fun design. It's the ARS Walkboy. It's got a very vibrant but weirdly realistic design, and it's been made in the image of a radio. It's got your steps, date, time, and battery life all in the screen at the top, and then you get quite a few different color options to choose from as well, and you also get an always on display option. Not going to spend any longer on this one, just a fun one to have in your library. But let's get serious again now with the FID-001 Armored Digital. Now, what's really cool about this one is that it is digital, yes, but you've got the classic bezel and dials around the edges, and then you get that depth and realism that you often only get with classic analog watch faces. You've got plenty of information as well, including your steps, battery life, weather, and more, all in really easy to read individual sections. This watch face also includes an extremely impressive selection of color options, which does include some cool multicolor options as well. Lastly, it does come with an always on display option, which just dimmed everything down apart from the time. Definitely a favorite digital watch face of this episode for me, but let's check out another free one. This is the Ballozi SKYNOX. Now, we saw one of their designs earlier on, and this just lets you experience their watch faces for no cost at all. What's really impressive is that it actually comes with some customization options. You can change the colors of the numbers, background, and dials, and overall it's actually a pretty realistic watch face as well. It's got some brilliant details out there. You also get some really great complications like your battery life and steps, and then your date at the bottom, which is really cool. Definitely one of the better free watch faces out there for your Galaxy Watch or Wear OS device. But let's check out another paid one now, which is very different. It's the HMK D500. Extremely vibrant watch face with a lot of pop, but what I really do like is how easy to read it is, and just how much information is crammed in without it feeling overloaded. It's got a bit of everything in terms of information, including your battery life, steps, weather, heart rate, and more. You also get a selection of 30 different color options, which definitely aren't your bog standard color sets. Each seems to have been very well thought out, and you also get a few other cool options like being able to turn the flicker on and off as well. And then it comes with a really nice always on display option. Overall, it's definitely one of the better digital watch faces that I've seen in a while, and it feels like it was created for the Galaxy Watch Ultra. Anyway, this next one is just as well designed, but also completely different. It's the ACRO 2 Cube digital watch face, and this one's from another really great developer. It's got a lot going on with a bit of a retro twist, and I actually think it looks like a real retro digital watch. You've got tons of information like your steps, weather, heart rate, moon phases, and way more. You also get over 20 different color options to choose from. Some are a bit more vibrant, and then some are AMOLED, which will just help you save a little bit of battery life. It also comes with a very well designed always on display option, which is actually one of my favorites from this episode. Really great watch face, not just for the Galaxy Watch, but even for the Google Pixel Watch as well. This next watch face will also look really good on any smartwatch. It's a USA time minimalist minimal USA 185. And as the name suggests, it's a more stripped back minimal watch face, not much in the way of complications, but you can add 1 or 2 to the bottom of the watch face if you wanted to. But the standout feature is the wonderfully designed clock face. You've got these huge bold numbers, which are really easy to read at a quick glance, and then there is this subtle shadowing to give it a little bit of depth. You also get a ton of really well thought out color combinations and styles to choose from. You can even change the individual numbers. Really great all-rounder. There will be a link in the description where you'll find our next watch face, the JW270 watch face. Really great realistic watch face that closely resembles a traditional Casio watch again, which I'm sure many of us have owned at some point. There's a lot to love about this one. It's got your steps, your weather, heart rate, and a few other bits of important information dotted around. And then you also get the option to switch out the colors and the style. Some of the options do let you add some different borders to the watch face, and then others let you change the background. You've also got a really nice always on display option that I think looks great as a watch face on its own. It is a paid watch face, but this next one is another free one with the option to go premium. It's the Legend watch face. Really interesting blend of digital and classic elements again on this one. You've got that metallic look around the sides, and then a more sci-fi look in the center where you've got your time, weather, and a few other little bits. The default watch face works really well with the Galaxy Watch Ultra because of those subtle hints of orange. It lines up with the bezel really nicely. Despite it being free, you do actually get a lot of customization options, even more than some of the paid ones out there actually. And on top of that, you also get an always on display option. And if you did like this free one, they've actually got another freebie. It's the C Void Watchface, another surprisingly good quality watch face considering it's free. It's completely different to the last one and takes on a more analog look, but with some very futuristic twists. But again, goes brilliantly with the Watch Ultra. As well as an analog clock, it's also got the time in digital format off to the right hand side, and then you've got various complications dotted around like your weather and notifications. You've also got some color options on this one. You can change the background and the hands separately, and you also get an always on display option. Very basic, but really nice nonetheless. Another paid one coming up now though, it's the TKS 34 Jupiter watch face. Really like this developer's style. It's really unique, and then the watch face works really well on any smartwatch. Again, you get 30 different color palettes to choose from. Each one has been really well thought out. Great blend of colors. You also get some really good complications like your battery, steps, and weather, and then a very minimal looking always on display option, which again I actually wouldn't mind as a watch face on its own. I definitely recommend trying this one out. But next up, take a look at 20 more Galaxy Watch and Wear OS faces by clicking the link in the top corner now, and make sure you subscribe if you enjoyed the video. See you in the next one.